According to a new study, more than half of employees are leaving their vacation days unused. The reasons why? Well, they don't want to return to a mountain of work, or they don't have enough money to take a vacation to begin with. Kika Roca is a lifestyle expert. Kika, it's good to see you. So why do you think that people are just leaving those vacation days unused?
Hello, Casey. Well, you were saying something that's really incredible when you think that all those days are left behind, and then we need to recharge, we need to change scenery, and when we do that, we realize that things change, and all the things that we think we can't accomplish, we might find that we can. So my mission is to encourage people to think, of course, we need to work for a living, but we don't have to live to work. So I try to encourage them to take, maybe if a whole week sounds like a big deal and you're afraid of returning to that mountain load of work, try and design your own long weekend. That would be like a great alternative. Take 3 to 4 days off, check something that a place that you've always wanted to see, turn it into an adventure, and then you'll see that it really pays off and you'll have amazing memories to cherish forever.
Okay, I'm watching these pictures behind you and they just look beautiful, like of all these just great tropical destinations. So can we, well, here in Florida we're pretty fortunate because we're usually a drive away from a beautiful beach. But what about a good weekend getaway? What would you give as ideas for people who just want to get away quickly and come back?
Well, it really depends on where you want to go. If you have something planned, in my case as a Seekender with Hampton by Hilton, it's really been like taking off the bucket list certain locations in the U.S. that I've always dreamt about. I've been to the Grand Canyon, I did Yellowstone, I did Lake Placid up here in New York. So it's been short weekends, but filled with adventures, and by choosing the right hotels close by to the places that you really want to visit, you save a lot of time. And then when you invest in hotels like Hampton by Hilton that are affordable, you can save some money and spend it on maybe activities within the area. I've been horseback riding along the Yellowstone mountains, and it was amazing. Rafting. I've done a great many deals of adventures that have changed my whole perspective of vacation, and I've done it within 3 to 4 days with the Seekender movement that I don't know if you've heard about that new trend in traveling, Casey.
I have not heard of a Seekender. That is a new term. I'm sure it'll get more and more bantered about. What about those who say, you know, listen, I just can't afford to go on a Seekender trip, or I can't afford to go stay in a hotel, but I still want to do some fun stuff?
Well, you can always take advantage of all the things that are happening near your area. If there's a food festival, a music festival, and plan around that and spend some time, take some time off, drive to that place, talk to the locals, see what are the main activities. You can always get great advice from the people that are from the area, because they really want you to enjoy their town or the place where they live, and make you have a good time too. But you have to be practical and think that you can, if you like check into a Hampton by Hilton hotel that has been rated #1 in their category by Money Magazine, you can always find that the money that you save on a good hotel like this one, full of amenities, free Wi-Fi, a delicious hot breakfast that's already included, maybe you can spend in other activities around the area, and that will make your time worthwhile.
And I see you have some advice here for people who get, quote, overwhelmed by the thought of planning a trip. I think those people are probably the most in need of taking a vacation. If you're overwhelmed about taking a break, then you really need a break.
You really need a break, and then don't make it so long. Don't be concerned about, I mean, I really need a week to do everything I need. Maybe if you plan ahead with time, 3 to 4 days will make all the difference. And then again, be smart, be practical. Don't bring like 10 suitcases for a 3 to 4 day trip.
Yes.
Be really practical in terms of making the reservation, talking to the locals, bringing just the right amount of things that you need. No need to take tons of makeup and tons of shoes and things that you might not even end up using. It's about like making the most out of that time and enjoying. And there's so many stories about inspirational adventures at hamptonseekender.com that if you want to check that website, you'll find amazing things. You can also book your hotel there. And if you're a Hilton Honors members, you can get great discounts as well.
There we go.
And we'd like to thank Hampton by Hilton for sponsoring the segment. We appreciate them, and we will be right back.